All right, and this week for our real estate tips, I want to share with you a big, well, marketing kind of lesson that I learned from Ken McElroy and MC Companies when we were down there in Scottsdale. And that is their good life guarantee. So again, you got to remember that Ken McElroy and his partner Ross McAllister own and control thousands and thousands of apartment units. So apartment buildings, typically with 150 to 250 units per building. That's what their business is. So they're experts when it comes to dealing with tenants and marketing their properties. So right now, down in the States, there's quite a bit of competition to get tenants on board for rental properties because there's a lot of people losing their homes and going into the rental market. So the competition is fierce. And what Ken has done, one of the things that they've done across all of their properties is institute this good life promise, or the good life guarantee. So they actually have 4 things that they guarantee, which gives them a phenomenal edge on the competition, on the other apartment buildings that are out there. So the first one is, that really impressed me, is 24-hour service promise. So a lot of tenants, when they're renting a place, one of the main frustrations is if something goes wrong, it just takes too long for the landlord to fix it. So they overcome that possible objection with this guarantee. And the way it works is that they say that they will respond to your non-emergency service requests within 24 hours or we'll pay you. And the way that works is if they don't respond to your service request within 24 hours, they will credit you 1 day's rent for every extra day it takes to fix your problem. So if it takes them 3 days past the 24 hours to fix whatever the tenant complained about, that tenant gets 3 days free rent credited to them the next month on their rental bill. So that's a phenomenal guarantee right there. The next one is their 30-day good life promise. So a lot of people, when they're getting involved in a lease or a rental with a big company like MC Companies, they're nervous about the length of the lease. So this is kind of an escape clause for these folks, which says they can, in essence, break their lease within the first 30 days if they're not satisfied with their apartment for any reason. So they got kind of a risk-free guarantee. They can jump in there, sign on the lease for however long they want to, and if for whatever reason they don't like the apartment in the 30 days, they can either break the lease or they'll get them moved into a different apartment that they like more. So another phenomenal guarantee there. Next one is late rent relief. So sometimes people have challenges paying rent on time, and they basically have one free get-out-of-jail card for folks that are renting with them. So if they're going to have a challenge making their rent 1 month, they can use this and they get an extension on their month without any penalties or fines or eviction notices or anything like that. They can do that once. So that's another guarantee that they have in there. And a very, very cool one, especially considering the situation in the States right now, they have what's called a life interruption guarantee. So if the person loses their job, has a major financial catastrophe, one of the spouses loses their jobs, or if there are students with roommates and one roommate leaves or something like that, they've basically got a little insurance policy there that will help cover their rent for up to 2 months if it's some sort of a non-job loss type thing. And then they also have a job loss one where I think they'll cover all of the rent for 2 or 3 months while the person's looking for another job. So those are 4, not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 guarantees that Ken McElroy and his group have figured out as a way of attracting more and better tenants to their apartment buildings. And from what he was telling us, it works like gangbusters. So that's your real estate tip for this week.